Hey guys, how are you? Okay, so I've been meaning to do this video for so long, and finally I get to do it. So anyway, don't mind my hair. Looks pretty bad, but you don't want to know what's under this, y'all. Okay, anyway, so I started this group because I thought, well, mostly when we see bloggers or vloggers on YouTube from Ghana or Africa, most of it is about what somebody else is doing. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, we came all the way here, okay, to make better lives for ourselves and our children. And I don't know why it's so negative on here. But anyway, the reason why I put this group together was for us to share ideas and also to put on the platform different sources of income. Now, that's something that we have not, as African diaspora, developed so much. Everybody seems to be working a 9-to-5 job, and there's nothing wrong with it. We still have to keep working, our 9 to 5 because we need to pay the bills. But I have come to realize that the world is changing, right? And there are so many people who have multiple or are building multiple sources of income. So even though they are working their 9-to-5 jobs, they still have other sources of income coming in. So I have, for I would say the past couple of years, been researching into different ways that I can make more income without necessarily doing the 9-to-5 job. I don't do 9-to-5, as you may very well know. I do my own little, job here and there. So I wanted to share some of this with you. I've been sharing with some friends, and some of them have already started some of these things, and they're doing pretty well. So there's passive income, and then there's income, where you can actually put your money in, and maybe spend a little bit of time making sure that it grows and is successful. So some of the things one thing that I wanted to talk to you about, not some, but one thing that I wanted to talk to you about today are tax liens. And the reason why this video, I usually make a lot of excuses whenever I'm coming to put a video on here, like I'm tired or I have things to do. But today I really wanted to do this video because I've been trying to teach my children, right, that it's good to invest in, to make other sources of income. And they didn't understand what I was saying. So for my oldest, I opened a Fidelity account and I put in some money so he could see how stocks work and then compare it, to maybe investing the money in something that's more stable. So I'm going to show you what happened. This is very interesting. Okay, so stay with me. I'm going to show you exactly what happened and the lesson that he learned. So we put $16 in that account because I wanted to see, I wanted him to see for a whole year how that money is going to grow. And then I also started showing him how to buy tax liens. Now, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Tax liens, y'all. Okay, if you have your money in 401k, honey, you are losing out. Okay, not only are you losing out, there is a potential for you to lose that money, okay, when the market tanks. And that's what I'm going to show you what happened to my son's account. So for a whole year, he rose from the $16, he rose all the way to $20. Now, in the past couple of days, when the market went down, his interest rate also dropped. The stock dropped, and he was upset. So that was the lesson that I wanted to teach him, because 401ks, y'all, they are not to be depended on. So you're gonna ask me, what do we do then? Okay, because when the markets go down, and inevitably it does, after a few years, it will. it will go down. So we always go into recession after, I don't know, every 10 years or so. So expect it to happen, right? So here's what I discovered. Okay, tax liens, and I'm going to put it down here. I'm not earning anything from this. I'm just sharing with you, okay? So what are tax liens? Basically, there are two, what would I call it? There are two benefits of tax liens. Okay, so first of all, tax liens are people owing money, owing taxes on their properties. Okay, so state taxes on their properties and have become delinquent. So what happens is the state gathers all the properties and puts them up for auction. Not auction as in you buying and owning it, but you're going to pay, right, the tax that the person owes in exchange for an interest rate. Okay, so for instance, if Arizona is 16% interest rate, which is more than a 401k. So what you're going to do is you're going to go and look at all these properties. They usually, Arizona has it once every year in January. So, and they do it online. So you don't, these days they started online auctioning. This year they did online auction and it was pretty easy for me to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to go online and you're going to buy these delinquent properties, liens on these delinquent properties. And then you earn a 16% interest rate. Now, sometimes there's a little bit of hassle there because people will bid on it and kind of drop the interest rate just a little bit. But by far, it is better than a 401k. Here is why. When the market drops, when the stocks drop, the government is still going to pay you your money plus your interest rate. So you don't lose out. And you can always roll over. You can always do it again if you want. And now here is another interesting part, the second benefit to tax liens. Now, if you buy this lien, right? So let's say you see 2 houses or 3 houses and you buy them, or land. And I usually go for land because of this reason. I have my own reason, okay? Here's the thing. If they do not, they have 1 year to come and redeem that, take that pay the taxes and take that property, okay, from the state. After that 1 year, okay, there is a redemption period for you. So if the owner doesn't pay the taxes, you do have a right to fill out the form depending on the state. Every state is different. From some states, you basically fill out a form and start redeeming the property as claiming the property as yours because you have the lien. In other states, basically you will be the first person, that they would pick, or they would give you, let's say, the priority to buy the home at a very low auction market value. Okay. I don't know if I'm making sense, but if I'm not, please ask any questions you have. I am more than happy to answer them for you because I want us to be able to start making money, building wealth, and when I talk about wealth, stable wealth, okay? We cannot depend on 401ks for our children, and we need to start building like generational wealth. As Africans, we have for so long been used to the 9-to-5 jobs that we've neglected the fact that the world is changing and there are other sources of income that we can make, okay, on the side. So I just wanted to bring this tax lien to you. If you want to know your state, I started with Arizona. So, but at the same time, I've been checking out other states because I wanted to also see the possibility of buying liens in those other states. Like Florida has a very high interest rate for their tax liens, and it's stable. You're not going to lose your money when the markets tank. So when everybody else is getting a heart attack, you're not getting a heart attack because you know that your money is quite stable. So that's what I wanted to bring to you. There are other sources, and I'll be doing this probably once a week if I do get a chance. I'm going to try hard. So invite your friends, invite people that are serious people and want to, increase their net worth. And let's, put ideas together, share ideas. I have a lot of it that I would like to share, but I'm starting with the tax liens today. And so go check out your state tax liens out. It should be on your treasury website. So your treasury office, your tax office's website. But if you want, you can send me a message and I will be more than happy to give you that website. So you go check it out, register. You don't need any money down. You don't need a whole bunch of money down. In fact, Arizona only has this, you register for free. They don't charge you anything. The only thing that you pay for is when you decide you want to auction, you put a 10% down of the amount that you want to, you have in your mind. So if you want to spend, let's say, $300, you put 10% of $300 down, which is $30. And some of these auctions start at $100, $200. You can even start with $500. It's not a whole lot, so, and it builds over time. And people do sometimes get the properties and redeem them. But there's nothing to lose. It's either you get the property or you don't get the property. But either ways, you're still making money on it. It's a win-win situation for me, All right. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about. Next time, I'll talk to you about selling your pictures, the pictures that you put on Facebook and all that. People will pay money for it, as much as $1 per download, just one download. So your food pictures and all those pictures that you put on there, they all worth something. There's Turo, there's a whole lot to do. Passive income, sleep and make some money. All right, we'll talk, guys. I hope this was beneficial. So if you have any questions, don't forget to contact me. We'll talk. Bye-bye and have a beautiful evening. Oh, hey, by the way, don't forget to subscribe and share. And don't forget to